Tesla's biggest event of the year has just been announced, and this one is going to be special for two big reasons. Number one, it's going to be open pretty much to anyone and everyone. And two, is this new product is going to be launched, and you can use it totally for free. Seriously, no strings attached. Plus, several other top secret Tesla projects leaked in a very interesting way. Let me tell you what is coming next and what we know. And also, the price of the cheaper Model Y has just been revealed in a very official way, and it's not good. And kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me tell you what we got from a leaked window sticker. As always, the Tesla news does not stop, and I'm here to break down everything you need to know. The good news, the bad news, new software updates, new features, new cars, lots to get into, so let's jump in. All right, so as the protesters struggle to take down Tesla with their Tesla takedown protests, the company looks to be ramping up as the next couple of weeks and months should be jam-packed from Tesla between software updates, new vehicle reveals, hopefully some other surprises thrown in there as well. Things should be getting really exciting with an all-new event happening very soon. But before that, just in case you missed the news, two little bits of info here you should know. Number one, Tesla just sort of released a spring update with a couple of cool features I've talked about in a recent video. I kind of go through the update and what you need to know. But the second cool part is if you missed the news, it looks like according to leaked code, Tesla will soon be rolling out an early access program to all owners. This is a special program where you can get instant access to the new Tesla features before anybody else. And, sometimes there are some kinks that need to be ironed out. But if you've wanted to sort of be on the bleeding edge of Tesla updates and you want to try new features before everybody else, looks like this early access program for the very first time ever will be rolling out to the general public and should be coming in a Tesla update soon. A Tesla app update also shows us now our first look at the Tesla Diner sort of being called out in the interface of the Tesla app. And obviously, if you don't know, Tesla's building a sort of retro-inspired diner in Los Angeles. It's going to have a drive-up movie theater and food and things like that. I think what's cool about this is not only, is that, physical location is cool, but it seems like Tesla is trying to do a lot more to enhance their supercharger experience. Some superchargers around the world have special shops inside and there's coffee and Tesla merch and things like that. I think in general, Tesla is trying to elevate their supercharger experience and make them, some are like in random, very rural places with nothing besides them. But I think for a lot of more frequent ones, it'll be cool to get some more experiences tied around them. So this should be the first of many new ones to come. In addition to what's also going to play nicely with that is the new virtual queue line system. So no longer will there be a fight for who was here first and who gets what stall. Tesla's going to build that into the actual vehicle software. So as you sort of arrive and put the route into your vehicle computer, it'll tell you how long the wait's going to be and where you are in the line. So hopefully that should end the fighting that we've seen at some superchargers over the last couple of months. Moving on from that, I also want to give you a bit of an update on the cheaper Teslas I've been talking about, because if you've been following the channel, a couple of cheaper Teslas we know the company is planning according to multiple sources. The company is supposed to reveal within the next couple of months before June or around June, whatever their cheaper $25,000 model is, Model 2, Model Q, regardless of the name, that should be getting an official reveal. Obviously, we've heard some new reports about a cheaper Model Y specific version coming soon, which might be needed after a story I'll get into in a moment. Cheaper Cybertrucks are obviously coming, but we just don't know exactly when those announcements are going to happen. But it might now be in Tesla's best interest to do them sooner than later, given the sort of uninspiring Q1 results that we just got. Given everything going on, obviously there's like a cloud of controversy around Tesla right now that I sounded off on in my previous video. It's kind of ridiculous, but I'll leave it at that for the other video. But with that being said, there is some stuff here that's kind of interesting when you look at the numbers. One analyst here dug through the numbers and found a couple of interesting things here that aren't pretty. Model S and Model X production at the Fremont factory is at its lowest point in the past 14 quarters. So the last couple of years, this is the lowest point it's been. And Cybertruck production at Giga Texas is at its lowest in the last 4 quarters. So within the last year, this is the lowest it's been. There are some other numbers to dive into, and on the surface, those figures are scary and don't sound good for Tesla, but with a little bit of thinking, I think there's actually a rationale behind there that does make some sense. I'm not looking to defend Tesla when it comes to every little thing, but there are a couple of things that are worth pointing out with this data. And when we get the broader Q1 delivery numbers, which might be out by the time this video goes live, if you want a little analysis, here are my 2 cents. On the Model S and Model X side, yeah, I'm sure production is going to be down. That's for a couple of reasons. Well, 2 or 3 reasons. Number one is we actually heard that some of the production capacity was taken away from Model S and Model X and used for another model. Maybe that's the new Model Y coming out of the Fremont factory. I'm not sure, but that was a rumor we had heard. Second reason is that Tesla just raised the price of both the S and the X. So more price increases don't necessarily mean more demand. So that's something else to consider. And then number 3, sort of the big one, is that Tesla executives have already confirmed themselves that a Model S and Model X refresh is happening this year. So anyone who's even remotely interested in a Model S or Model X is likely not going to buy now, and they're going to want to wait for what that refresh is going to be. And if Tesla is sort of taking that into account, in addition to sort of taking into account the slowdown of production they need to do on those lines to tweak the line for some of the new features we could see, that could explain or partially explain why those numbers are so down compared to the last 14 quarters. Now, when it comes to Cybertruck, the story is a little bit more complicated. On one hand, I'm sure that there are some factors internally that sort of correlate to that data. I mean, obviously they had to ramp up in the beginning, and then they switched over from the Foundation series to the regular one, and there were some changes they made along the way with interior options and things like that. But also, sort of the second big reason with that, of course, is maybe it's a lack of demand. Like maybe people just aren't excited about those vehicles as they thought they were. Also, we've got to keep in mind that they're only available in a handful of countries, only basically North America right now. And then probably the third thing, sort of the big thing probably with this, is that the price is still prohibitively expensive. You're still looking at $80,000 or $100,000 for the Cybertruck. And with, I think, only about 46,000 delivered, you're obviously seeing those who are the most enthusiastic and able to make it happen, those taking delivery right now. But again, let's move away from the doom and gloom and get into some of the more exciting things here. A couple of other interesting Tesla leaked projects have been shown off over the last couple of days, and these ones are very interesting. So I'll show you some drone images here and some pictures here of over the last couple of weeks. One is these mysterious tents over here by Superchargers. These are all at the Giga Texas factory in Austin. We've got some trucks transporting special Teslas that are covered mysteriously. We've got a Cybertruck up top there, but the rest of these vehicles are covered for some mysterious reason. And then the top of the parking garage here is also completely covered, indicating some sort of large-scale event or large-scale testing is going on inside of there. What exactly is going on at Tesla's HQ these days? Also, I just want to say that I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I feel like I don't say that enough. I love reading your comments and getting your emails. And I know from personal experience, one of the coolest things about being a part of the Tesla community is just how much you can learn from the pros. I remember before I got my original Tesla back in 2019, I watched like every single video on YouTube to learn everything I could from those way more experienced than me. And the longer I do this, the more I realize that I should take that approach to other things in my life as well, like my career and our careers. I mean, if you're watching this video, you've got a career, and if you're looking to take it to the next level, you need some help from the pros, and I'm here to help you sort of get that connection with the help of Strawberry. Not this Strawberry, but this video sponsor, Strawberry.me. They are on a mission to connect people with certified career coaches to help them break through obstacles, land better opportunities, and build fulfilling careers. And I can tell you guys from personal experience that this has been a game-changing opportunity for me, and I can sort of share my personal experience. I know that success, obviously we all know that doesn't happen just from luck. It happens from, sort of following a plan and executing on your objectives. And for me, as sort of a new entrepreneur, I've never exactly known where to start. I don't know when to bring people on. How do I know what to delegate, when to delegate, how to build a successful business? There's obviously a time and a place for therapy, but I'm looking for sort of a pro to help me put together a plan and execute on that plan, someone to be in my corner and hold me accountable. And that's exactly what Strawberry is going to do. They're going to connect you to certified pros, experts in their field to really help you overcome any challenges you're facing and really put together an actionable plan of things you can do to sort of set out and win. It's sort of so nice knowing I've got somebody in my corner, on my side, a coach that really wants to help me win. I love it, and I know you guys are going to love it as well. I think it's safe to say we could all use a little strawberry in our lives, and getting some connections with some certified pros is amazing. So if you are wanting to level up your career journey and make that connection, hit the link down below or head to strawberry.me/Robert Rosenfeld, and you get a $50 credit towards your coaching journey. Again, never been a better time. It is now is the time to do it. Don't put this off. It's time to make that connection, time to level up, and Strawberry is here to help you do that. So again, link down below, strawberry.me/Robert Rosenfeld to get $50 credit towards your coaching journey. For that photo number 1, that is likely going to be Tesla testing the wireless charging capability that they've previously announced that will likely be a big part of Cybercab coming in the next couple of months. This is like a not so open secret. Tesla, not only did they acquire a company that specialized in this, but they talked about it with Cybercab, and they've talked about it for a while now, and that seems to be sort of the best community guess as to what this is. There's probably some special hardware under there, and maybe even Cybercab's doing some testing on this wireless charging pad. For this transport truck of vehicles, this is an interesting one, and there's a couple of things this could be. Maybe this is Cybercabs going out for some additional testing around the parts of the country. Maybe they're going over to LA for some testing for the California rollout. Not sure about that. There's been some speculation that maybe this is sort of the cheaper Tesla going out for some testing. I'm not exactly sure what is being covered on this tractor trailer truck here, or whatever you want to call this car transport truck, but some undisclosed model is obviously in there and being tested and being moved around for some additional testing. So that is very interesting. And then finally, for the covered parking garage on top, this could be a couple of things. Again, this could potentially be Cybercab testing. Maybe they're doing some testing with some different parameters, but what's weird about that is that we've seen them doing testing in the open for weeks now, so I don't know why they would hide that. There could be maybe some filming going on. Maybe they're filming some content within the parking garage about a new vehicle or for some special new feature, and they're using that as a filming location. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but again, given the timing of all of the different things going on with new cheaper Teslas and new Model Ys and new models and all this stuff, maybe there is some simultaneous testing going on for some new projects, and maybe we could see the launch of a couple of new models launching soon. Maybe this is all being done in preparation for the new cheaper Model Y that is, again, set to be revealed before the first half of the year is up. So over the next couple of weeks at any time, we could see the announcement of this Model Q. Also, speaking of that cheaper Tesla, we continue to get more evidence that Tesla's actively working on this, and it could be coming sooner than we thought. A couple of images were posted on Reddit a few days ago showing a modified Model 3 at a supercharger that had different cameras placed in different parts of the vehicle, and many have speculated, and I think rightfully so, this is being done as the dimensions of this new cheaper Tesla are likely going to be different than what we have right now. And again, there's a lot of speculation that maybe it's the Cybercab, maybe that's the $25,000 Tesla or something similar in size. So it looks like Tesla continues to test this actively and is going to be hopefully launching it soon. And then I should say, speaking of cheaper Teslas, we've got a doozy to talk about with the price of the Model Y. Now, we know Tesla is ramping down on producing and selling the launch series Model Y, and they're ramping up on building and selling the cheaper Model Ys. These are the ones that are the different configurations we used to know about, you know, the standard range, the dual motor, things like that, performance coming soon. And obviously people are excited about this because it will be significantly cheaper. You're not paying for FSD, you're not paying for the premium badging and the puddle lights and things like that. In different markets around the world, these exist and they're significantly cheaper. But they're not here in the North American market yet. We did, though, get a picture just recently of, this was posted on X by Drive Tesla Canada, a dual motor Model Y here. Again, not the launch series badging like this one, just a regular sort of stock dual motor, cheaper Tesla that was just spotted with the window sticker. And this here is interesting. Now, I'll preface this by saying that by all accounts, to me, this looks completely legitimate. It could be totally fake and maybe someone really just trying to pull a fast one on us. But given the fact that these cars aren't being sold in the North American market, I don't think anyone besides Tesla would have it. But what this window sticker shows us is some interesting things. So if we take a look here, let me zoom in this way, or give me a second. Let me zoom in and make this easier to read. If we zoom in here, we can see all the typical Tesla stuff. It's got the safety features, interior, blah, blah, blah. It's a Model Y long-range all-wheel drive. It's got a VIN and all things like that. But the options here are interesting. So it's got the Helix wheels, which we're learning now is a $2,000 upgrade. It's obviously obviously got a long-range all-wheel drive upgrade, which again, we've seen that before. It's the Model Y. It's got full self-driving spec with it. Stealth Gray is included, which has us believe that Stealth Gray will be the free color option. And then the rest of the stuff is regular, sort of what we've seen before. And the price here with dock and destination and regulatory stuff is $71,380, which, hold on a second, that pricing doesn't make a lot of sense. For reference, a launch series Model Y right now with any paint color upgrade for free, with the bigger wheels and all the stuff you want to add in here with FSD and all that, if we take out the tax credit just to get straight up MSRP, is going to be $59,990, making that vehicle more expensive than a spec'd out Model Y launch series. Again, rough math here. So you've got the base $34,000 Model Y price, plus you're adding in the long range all-wheel drive option. That alone is taking it to $59,990, which that alone is putting it like right in line with the launch series. Then you add wheels and FSD. Something just doesn't make sense here. Why would a regular long-range edition be more expensive just out the gate than the launch series? Something here, again, just isn't adding up. Now, some are saying that maybe tariffs have something to do with it. Maybe something right here about where this vehicle was built and some of the parts. Maybe there's some tariff, premiums on here, but I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'm really curious, for those of you who are smarter than me, can you break this down and let me know in the comments down below how legitimate this is? From all the Tesla stickers I've seen, this looks totally legitimate. I guess it could be a very elaborate fake, and I'm not sure who they're trying to, spread this online. I'm not really sure, but the math isn't mathing, for lack of a better term. So let me know your thoughts down below on this. And if a Model Y all-wheel drive really is going to be $60,000, that's going to be expensive, especially considering the last Model Y long range was priced at just about $48,000. So you're looking at like what, $12,000 more for this new model is kind of crazy. And that's before you add FSD. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. All right, and finally, to hopefully end on a bit of a happier note than really high prices, let's talk about Tesla's first event of the year, their next event. I'm not sure I guess they really haven't had an event. The big event of the year is going to be the launch of Cybercab. That is happening in Austin this June. Tesla and Elon have both confirmed now on multiple days and different accounts and various forms that is happening in June. And while there could be a launch party, Tesla hasn't confirmed about it, it likely is going to be open to basically anyone in the general Austin area. So I don't think you're going to have to be someone who has special access, or at least as of right now doesn't appear that way. It looks like you'll just be able to go and get a ride. I will be making the trek to Austin as soon as we get more info, and I will show you guys in depth what this process is like, because it's going to be totally new with, full self-driving unsupervised and the app and how you can order things and things like that. We're also hearing it's going to be free when it first launches. Not sure how long it's going to be free, but it's going to be free when it launches. And again, should be open to anyone in Austin. So as we learn more about this, I will let you know. But again, it's been confirmed by Austin city officials and Tesla. Sometime in June, Cybercab is going to launch. Maybe Tesla will hold some kind of event for it, and hopefully it's open to the public, so anyone who wants to experience what this autonomous robotaxi future will be like will be able to go and get a free ride. Also, before we wrap things up, just want to take a moment to give you guys some deals and savings, because I know a lot of you guys are looking for ways to customize or enhance or upgrade your Tesla. So if you're looking for ways to do that, I've got a couple of suggestions for you. One of my favorite ways to protect your Tesla and keep it clean, shiny, and looking great is with some products from my friends from Drive Protected. They've got some amazing cleaning solutions, like probably the best I've tried. If you're looking for a way to easily keep your Tesla shiny, clean, new, honestly, let's just be real, probably have it looking better than the day you picked it up from Tesla at your local delivery center. They've got some amazing things. And of course, they're your number one place to go for DIY PPF. They've got some brand new solutions for the all new Model Y Juniper, plus every other Tesla in the lineup. So if you're looking to protect the paint on your Tesla, or if you're looking to transform it to a matte finish, this is a wonderful way to go. You can do it yourself. They'll walk you through the process, and you can save a bunch of money in the process by doing it yourself. If you want to learn more, link is down below, and you can use my code Rosenfeld to get 5% off your entire order. Also, quick shout out to my friends over at TPARTS, your one-stop shop, your one place to go for amazing Tesla accessories. They have got you covered with amazing products like the tried and true stuff, carbon fiber fiber covers for the inside and outside. They've got a really nice spoiler. They have got some really nice lighting solutions for the frunk and trunk, and also, performance foot pedals and so many awesome things. If you're looking for one place to go to trick out your Tesla with amazing accessories, check out TPARTS and use my code Robert10 to get 10% off your order. And of course, a special thanks to my friends at Century Pro for their support of the channel. Look, with all of the craziness happening in the world of Tesla right now, you want to make sure your Tesla is safe and secure. Sentry mode is great, but it's not going to alert you anytime it goes off and captures something, which is where Sentry Pro comes in, because this is what's going to turn Sentry mode pro and useful by alerting you anytime Sentry mode goes off. You get an instant alert on your phone, on your smartwatch, so you can jump in and see exactly what's going on. It's going to work on all your Teslas, uses the official Tesla API, so it's safe and secure. It's available on both iOS or Android. There's a major discount going on right now, and you can try it totally free by just clicking the link down below. So check out Sentry Pro and get some nice peace of mind knowing your Tesla is safe and secure anytime, anywhere with Sentry Pro today. All right, guys, so I am curious your thoughts on all this, your thoughts on Model Y prices, your thoughts on cheaper Teslas. What are your thoughts on the news of the week? Please drop a comment down below and let me know. And if you guys stay to the end of the video and want a free, simple way to win some Amazon money, 3 simple things you got to do as always. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below, and the secret keyword we will use will be, let me figure out what it's going to be. And as I try to think about a special code word, just want to give a big thanks again to the team at strawberry.me for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out that special deal link down below, scan the QR code on screen, or again, head to strawberry.me/Robert Rosenfeld to get that $50 credit today. How about this? Let's keep things simple. Tell me what you think is a fair price for the new Model Y when the non-launch series edition comes. $35,000, $40,000, $45,000, is $60,000 justified? You let me know your thoughts on what the price should be down below, what you think is a fair price that you'd be willing to pay and you think is justified. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you sticking around to the end as well. You guys are the best. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you guys in the next one.